We want Bundy, we want Cliven Bundy, and we want the militia members who are breaking the law right now to go to jail. It is time for the Department of Justice to actually do something about this problem. I'm tired of sitting here hearing day in, day out that these people are out there causing trouble and nothing is happening to them. They need to be in jail, and the DOJ needs to do something about this now. You know, there's simply no excuse for breaking the law. There's simply no excuse for taking over a federal building. How is that even acceptable in 2016 to take over a federal building? This is the second time these armed terrorists have held a community hostage, like I said, over land that's not even theirs. Even the ranchers in Oregon and the Hammonds who went to jail peacefully, which is why the Bundys are even up there, they don't want them there. They have called for them to leave Oregon. So the people of Oregon don't want them there, and as a Nevadan, I sure don't want them here. So it's time for them to go to jail where they belong. The Oregon situation reminds us of the unfinished business here in Nevada, where Ammon's father, Cliven Bundy, continues to defy a 2013 court order telling him to stop running his cattle on sensitive public lands without a permit. You know, he owes the government millions of dollars. Millions. And he's still out there doing his thing. Like, it's no problem. It is a huge problem. He's costing the taxpayers money. And now the militiamen and Ammon Bundy are costing Oregon taxpayers money. Again, how is this acceptable? You know, we have a study from Think Progress on exactly how much they estimate that these people are costing Oregon every single day that they're there. I want to say it's between $60,000 and $70,000 a day. That's insane. And imagine what it cost here when they were doing the same thing in Mesquite and Bunkerville and holding that community hostage. I understand the decision to disengage a volatile situation, physical confrontation in Nevada. It may have been a prudent one, but there is no excuse for the long delay in bringing prosecution against Bundy for his blatant defiance of a court order and breaking the law. In order to preserve the rule of law, we must not hesitate to enforce it against those who refuse to abide by it, particularly when they incite violence with others and ask others to join them to do the same. If there are no consequences for this type of extreme behavior, where does the next occupation happen? DOJ, the Department of Justice, must act, or this could become an epidemic of occupations, with Nevada being patient zero. It started here first. It is time to stand up to these bullies, because that's what they are, and call on the DOJ to come in and enforce the law once and for all. The Bundys belong in jail along with their militia member friends, and it's time for us to call for an end to this madness, both in Oregon and in Nevada. Our public safety and our public lands, all of our public lands, are depending on the leadership and action at this moment. We don't have time to wait anymore. We need them to do this now. Today, Battleborn Progress is launching a petition that will be sent directly to the DOJ from Nevadans calling for immediate action to be taken. We're going to be sending out an email after this press conference with a link to that so you can all sign that. Like I said, there's also cards to say I'm sorry to Oregon for exporting our terrorists. The petition language reads as follows. We, the people of Nevada, call on the Department of Justice to take action and arrest the Bundy militia in Nevada and Oregon. We respectfully request that the Department of Justice take action against Cliven Bundy and his extremist followers in Nevada and now in Oregon. Nevadans have witnessed the Bundy clan break the law for over a decade, and in the process take public land hostage and bully the local community without any consequences. Law enforcement inaction up to this point is an egregious violation of public safety and emboldens their erroneous assertions that the U.S. government has no constitutional authority, which is insane. We acknowledge that your task is not easy, but please end the siege of the refuge and arraign the members of the Bundy militia as soon as possible. Sincerely, Nevada. That's what we need to do today. Please join me. Please sign the I'm sorry cards to Oregon. If you have anything to add to our care package for Oregon and for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife officials, please send that. We also have a copy of the Think Progress Costs to Oregonians. We have a copy of a new poll that states that Westerners overwhelmingly support the preservation of our public lands. And we have other resources available, like our damage report that was produced by Friends of Gold Butte earlier this year. So please take a copy of that. If you have any questions from our speakers, let us know, and we will do that after this press event. Thank you so much for being here. Also, just to mention, this art was done by a local artist here, and tell me his name again? Justin Favela did this art for us. He actually did it for an action we did last month, and so if you want individual pictures or if you'd like to speak to him, Melissa knows him personally, and we'd be happy to talk more. Thank you.